begin with, I don't know how you expect me to speak after hearing all of this. I'll tell you, it's just pretty amazing. I've done, I don't know, hundreds and hundreds of lunch and learns, and I've never been in one quite like this. That's something really you should be proud of.
Welcome to KW.
Very proud.
Where we cry.
Well, it's okay. We cry. That's not a problem with crying. But, a little bit about pillar to post and who uses it, who doesn't. I have a lot of your agents here, and a lot of your agents that are using me from here will tell you. You can text me, you can call me, you can do whatever, 24 hours. We have a 24-hour guarantee to inspect your home the next day. 24 hours.
Wow.
We also have a 24-hour guarantee from there to price everything that's on your summary. What's wrong with it? So now, where you had a 10-day contingency, we just took you down to 2 days. Pretty amazing. Pretty amazing.
Does that mean you do the repairs too, or you just?
No, ma'am, we don't.
Estimate them?
We estimate them. So it's not pillar to post. Just a little bit about pillar to post. Pillar to post has been in business since 1993, and y'all may have known the old pillar to post guy here. I think Patrice and a few people used him, Chris Hebert. And so Chris, I bought the business from Chris almost 5 years ago. Chris is still with Pillar to Post today, but he's in Connecticut. He had a family situation that took him to Connecticut. I can't see how I would ever want to do inspections in Connecticut with the snow and the cold, but that's all on him. So you know. Yeah, that's right. Everything. It's really pretty amazing. But anyway, I bought it 5 years ago, and I had actually started my own home inspection business in 1993 in Atlanta, Georgia, called Architectural Inspectors. So I got out of it after 3 or 4 years and got into remodeling homes just because I couldn't make money back then in home inspections. It was just almost impossible. But I did a lot of remodels. I've been an interior design specialist. I've just done a little bit of everything with homes. I built my first home when I was 19. I built it myself. I built a log home in 1996 in Atlanta, my wife and I. So I've just been around this type of business. That's who I am. That's what I'm about. And when I go out to these homes, it just brings back memories, and it's things that I love to do. And so when I was really researching and deciding if I wanted to buy Chris out or not, I really started thinking, well, why don't I just open architectural inspectors? Why do I need to pay him all this money? And then when I really researched Pillar to Post is the Chick-fil-A of the home inspection business. We really are. I don't know how many times we get inspections from California, or matter of fact, Ohio this week. They say, well, we don't use Pillar to Post up here. So, and that's why they use us down here. So, because we do things a little different. I do have I don't know if everybody got a binder, or everybody was coming in and out, and whoever didn't. But I wanted to just show you a few things on what makes it. Show you a few things that does make us different. In our reports, on the very front page, let me get a sample book there. Every inspection that we do, every single one, we are finished when the inspection is finished. When we walk out the door, we're done. House is done. We don't go back home, load up pictures, figure out how we're going to get the report to you. We're done. And we print every single one of them and put them in this binder. If your customer wants it. Now, we do have times where the customer says, no, just email it to me. I don't want to kill another tree, which is fine. That's fine. We don't mind. But we are capable of printing every single one. Now, we're also capable of making you a little bigger part of Pillar to Post. So I have one agent that's in Fairhope from Water's Edge, that she sends me her bio that I put in the very front page of our report. So it tells every.
About that.
I'm telling you now. I'm telling you now. But unfortunately, or unfortunately, you may well say, we're, with the economy that's really down right now, we are not down. We've actually increased business over 30%. Our week, I mean, just you'll guess how many home inspections we got this week alone. You just want to give a guess. How many?
75.
27.
46. For this week alone, 46.
Wow.
And have I ever told you I couldn't do the inspection the next day? Never. How do you do that? You say, how in the world can you do it? Well, we have 5 great qualified inspectors. Unbelievable guys. And 2 of my guys, which I said to Mobile a lot, I'm not gonna lie to you, I live on the other side of the bay, but 2 of them, one is a Daphne police retired for, I think he was there for 30 years, Michael, and Bobby was retired police in Atlanta, Georgia for 23 years. So these are the kind of guys that I employ. One of my guys is works for Orange Beach Firefighter. He's a part-time guy. So we got those guys that you can really trust that are really gonna do a good job all the way around. To go back to this a little bit, so she gave me her bio. I'll be glad to put yours on there, Aisha, if you send it to me. And then she gave a business card. So now I'm making this binder more about you, not just me. And so then when you turn over into it, it kind of goes through our code of ethics, but then it goes to our inspection report.
So you literally get those to the client, they get it electronic, I'm sure.
Yes.
But then you present that.
Yes, they can have, while they're there, if they are there, we print this and give this to them right on site.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, right on site. And then we go through it in detail. So then this first or second page of the report is going to be a report summary in which we go through. And the report summary is then the next day, it's one of these sheets, I'm kind of jumping around a little bit. We use a company called Punch List. And Punch List is an affiliate of Pillar to Post that they take our summary report and then they price it out. And then everybody always said, oh my gosh, it's not going to be right for us. Or, oh my God, but it's pretty doggone close, I'm going to tell you. They make it a point. Yeah. Now, Punch List does do repairs, but not here yet. They're all over the United States. They're huge, and they're working to get down here. The problem is they're only trying to find the right people to do the work. And it's tough, as you know. It's very, very tough. So unless they are really good with that, they don't want to do it. So anyway, that is given our punch list, and that's given on our less price product. So we have 3 platforms that we do.
Thank you.
We do a plus program, we do a premium program, and then we do a prestige program. Our plus program is going to be that one that starts around that $350, $375. As a lot of people will tell you, we also give discounts off of that. So if you've got first-time home buyer, military personnel, we give discounts off of that also. Then in that plus program, kind of give you an idea, every single house that we do, you get 360-degree photos. So the beauty about the 360-degree photos is, I had a broker in Gulf Shores that said, hey, Dan, man, you saved our life. I said, what are you talking about? She said, well, you came in, you did your inspection, you did your 360 photos, we go to closing, and we did a walkthrough on the day before closing, and then all of a sudden, the lady says, no, wait a minute, they changed out the light fixtures in there. And the seller said, we did change out the light fixtures. You crazy? We didn't change out the light fixtures? Well, guess what? I got photos of the entire house that showed everywhere that they took light fixtures out. That can happen with microwave ovens, washer and dryers. There's so much that can help with. It protects you. It protects me. I had a situation where we had a house that we did the 360 photos. They had a water leak in a wall, and we couldn't see the water leak because there was a king-size bed in front of the water leak. Well, we can move the bed to determine if there's water leak back there, so it protected us. So there's so much that the 360 photos help you with. And that is 100% free. It doesn't cost you a dime. There's not another inspector company in the nation that does this, only us. 360-degree photos and the pricing. Then you jump up to our premium program, you think, oh gosh, how much better can it get? Well, when we do a premium program, we do a total floor plan. So you're talking about wanting to know your square footage? We will tell you your exact square footage of your house, 100%. We measure, we have a laser beam measure as we take these photos that will actually give you that floor plan, 100%. Which is just phenomenal. And then you go in from there and we do an IR scan. Are y'all familiar with an IR scan? Infrared scan, yes. So we do an infrared scan with this product. go all over all the walls, and it's amazing what you find. Definitely an infrared scan we've found honeybee nests in the walls, we found definitely water leaks. Definitely, if you got a house that runs in that 94, 95, up to 98, and possibility of polybutylene, you want to get a scan, you really do, because you just don't know what's in that wall. Then the same thing with Durapex. If you're in that situation and you have Durapex, you want to definitely get that IR scan. So those are two different things that are added into that premium. And then you jump up to our highest program, which honestly, we don't sell a whole lot of these, but it's here if you want it. It is called our Prestige. And what we do in the Prestige package is an air quality test and mold test. So if you got someone, and I do it a lot for people that's moving in from Colorado for some reason, everybody that comes to Colorado wants a complete Prestige program because we go in and put air pods in every room. We suck out the air, put them in a pod, we send them to our lab, and that determines if you got mold in the walls, if you got dog dander, or what you got.
What's the turnaround for that?
3 days. 3 days from the date that we take it.
Do y'all do any other inspections like septic or sewer line or others?
Absolutely, appreciate yes. We do not do sewer. I mean, we don't do septic tanks, but we do sewer lines. We do sewer scopes. All of our guys got sewer scopes in their car. I'm sorry?
Do y'all do pool?
Yes, sir, we do pool, we do sewer scopes, we do mold, we do meth, we do, I can't even think all of them, we got so many. Yeah, we do meth tests, believe it or not, it's out there.
I don't know if you've ever been in a meth house, but you can typically tell without tests.
Well, I don't know if you've ever sold a meth house, but if you sell that meth house and it's got meth in it, it's about $30,000 to clean it.
Wow.
Seriously. So we have an investor that buys a lot of homes here in Mobile from Texas. Every time she buys it, she will not do it without a meth test. Yes.
So I don't think you would ever do this, but if, just saying a home inspector missed something, like they didn't check any of the windows and none of them were really operational, just maybe an oversight or whatever, is there any kind of, like, I don't really understand the difference when they're licensed and bonded. What does that do for the client? Like, is there any kind of warranty or coverage?
Well,
for the
absolutely,
client?
there is. I mean, we all have to carry a very large liability and ESO insurance, we all do. And I'm not gonna say, I mean, everybody that's ever alive makes mistakes and we miss things. We try not to, we go through the house. And one of the reasons we do all of these different things like the 360 photos and everything else, we try to catch everything that we can. But it does happen, unfortunately, it does happen. I will say, knock on wood, and I hope it, I think it would. But, we had 2 claims last year and both of them were thrown out. That's it. We did over 800 inspections, had 2 claims. And they were all, wonderful. So that kind of tells you that we really try to do our job. I mean, we really, really do. If you have an upset client, the first thing I do, if a customer calls me up and says, hey, Bobby inspected my home and I have this problem, and I go out there the next day. The first way you address problems is address the problem. You know, you don't hide behind, oh gosh, oh my goodness, what's the call for you? We don't do that. We address the problem. So.
To add, Dan, our E&O insurance also covers the agents.
That's right.
So if there were some kind of issue, that E&O insurance will also help cover you as an agent, not just us. So it would help provide for everyone there.
Like it would cover the actual cost of the repair if there was a problem that somebody missed, is that what it would cover?
Absolutely.
Yeah, that other home inspector didn't offer to do anything.
Yeah. Well,
It just gets on my nerves.
yeah, I understand. You know, and again, like I say, people miss things, but they should. I think everybody knows that here in, you need to say something?
No,
Okay, I'm sorry. Supposed to here in the state of Alabama, you're supposed to have E&O insurance to be able to even be an inspector.
Right.
So they should, anytime you have someone, you have another inspector, you do have a problem, the state has to have a copy of his on file, his or hers, or whoever it is. And I know we got a lot of short out of time, but let me just go through this a little bit. After your summary in this particular report, then you're gonna run into our regular inspection report itself. And based on how many problems may be or whatever else, you'll see a lot of pictures that we take. We always say pictures speak a million words. So, I go through the report with the customer through the pictures, not the summary, because we're showing them exactly that problem up front, and so forth. Then you get on into the binder, and the binder's pretty doggone neat. If you even get into the very back of it, it's got a place where your homeowner can put the purchase price of the house. So they're gonna put the purchase price of the house, and then they're gonna keep up with their property taxes, and then they're gonna keep up with their electric, gas, and water costs. And now they have everything they know, including Aisha's picture here on the very front.
Thank goodness.
I'm gonna need you to email that when you're done.
And so they have this binder that they can keep on their shelf until the day they decide to sell it.
And that's no matter which level they buy.
That's exactly right, 100%, no matter which level. So now they can, 5 years down the road, who did I sell that? Who sold that? Oh, Aisha, let me call her. I mean, that's the way it works. We want to be a team player.
Do you do fortification?
We do not. We do not do fortification. It's kind of a iffy subject with me. I definitely could get it. All I have to do is send them $800 and I have it, really. But, and I'll tell you just quickly why I don't. To begin with, when you do fortification, you have to have a person that's there when they start the building, when they're framing, when they're sheetrocking, when they're putting the roofs on. It's amazing how much time it takes to do all that. So I know of people, and I'm not going to say any names whatsoever, but I know of people that just calls a builder and say, hey, will you take a picture? I got to send a picture in. That don't even show up to do that. We don't do that. We don't do that. If I'm not there to inspect it, you ain't getting no pictures from me. I'm going to be there to inspect it. So unless I have the capable people that I can afford to send out there, I'm not going to do it. That's the only reason. I have thought seriously about doing fortifications on roofing only, and the reason for that is just the amount of hurricanes we have here. It's a good way to make money around here in the hurricanes. But still, again, you have to be out there when they're tearing it off. You have to be out there before they shingle it, when they tape it. It's a lot of work. So a couple quick little things, and then I'll let y'all get on to your day. But one thing too is I know all of y'all work 7 days a week. Guess what? We work 7 days a week too. All the time. We inspect 7 days a week. We inspected this Sunday. We inspected 3 houses on Saturday. We never stop, basically. Our phone is open from 8 a.m. to 9 p.m. 7 days a week. So the beauty about it is not only by phone. You can call me, you can text me, you can email me. I know Aisha, she'll just text me at 6:30 in the morning. But we do, it doesn't matter. So one thing I'd like for you to do, if you got a second, y'all have a phone on you. I'd like for you to go to your text, and I would like for you to text to 88500.
You are not signing up for spam.
No, you're not signing up for
100%
nothing.
promise you're not signing up for spam.
But if you text 88500 and you type my name in, it's just DSloan without a period, without anything. Did you do that? Did it come up? 88500 DSloan. And then automatically, somebody's doing it because I'm getting things. So automatically now you're going to have an app that's on your phone that all you have to do is hit it. I just don't want to come up in here for some reason. I don't have any service in here.
You're in danger, you should step outside.
You may need it.
But anyway, all you do is you'll have our app on the phone. All you have to do is plug in the information, and we'll be there the next day. That's the way it works. Yes, ma'am. Yeah, so, can we quickly, if you'd like to show that quick little, if you have it up there, it's a minute.